Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you an update what's going on at the garage. So, 1972 Corvette, she is coming out beautiful. We now have the power steering box in place. We did our first test fitting and, actually we did a whole bunch of test fittings. So the headers had to come out, the side pipe had to come off, and then everything had to be disconnected from the steering column and from the power steering pump. So the original power steering gearbox, which you can see this one is in, that's the power steering gearbox. That's the bottom of it right here. Up here is the top. And this little section right here, if you look up, you can see the two yellow plugs in there. That is where these two lines are now going to go. Instead of being down here making a mess, they're going to go up here. And they very rarely leak when they're up in that area. These don't leak nearly like what these leak. And if you look, you can see this is leaking from the actual line, from the flared fitting or the press fitting to the line. It's just seeping through. There you go, there. Then you can see all down here is wet, and it's all wet in here. These always leak here. And they always leak from these caps right here. And you can see how bad it's leaking. And they're just a horrible setup. I don't know why they came up with this setup, but they did. They also use it on a lot of Fords, small body Fords. So this is just absolutely horrible. It also, you lose some of the feel for the road with this because there's a little piston in here, and as you turn the wheel, it pushes the piston, then it pushes the center link to start turning the wheels. As it's pushing, it's changing the direction of the hydraulic fluid to go to this one, and this one will push the piston out, and this one will push the piston in. So as you turn this way, this one will work. As you turn this way, this one will work. So this way, it gives you power assist steering. RAM power assist steering. That's the RAM. That's all the power. And it comes from the power steering pump, which in these cars, you can see is right there. That's the power steering pump. So you got these lines, which come out around. They go into here. Then they come through here, go into these lines, and then through these lines into this power ramp. So there's so many lines, there's so many extra connections, there's so many extra parts, extra gaskets, extra everything, and they leak. And you lose feel of the road. I don't like them. I think they should all be changed. Everybody, if you have a Corvette, change it. It's crap. And then what you also have with these is you have a manual steering gearbox. This is the side that connects to the steering column, and that's the side that connects to the pitman arm, which connects to the center link, which connects to your steering linkage. This is where it goes onto the frame. What we were looking at when we're under car is this little bit here, and then when we looked up towards it, we were looking up towards this section over here where those two yellow plugs were sitting up here. So that is your manual steering box, and it is a lot smaller than a power steering box. So you have to take everything apart. You have to test fit these. Things are gonna have to be moved around. We have brake lines that are on the other side, the front side of that power steering box, that had to be moved to get that power steering box to fit. We had clamps and other stuff that had to be moved to get that power steering box in. Then we had to take the headers out to get the power steering box, the old steering box out, and put the new power steering box in. Then you got to put the headers back in and test them to see if everything fits. If it doesn't fit, a lot of times you might have to do like somebody did over here. You might have to do a little bit of creative bending. And that's the only way that they can get this to fit, because it was hitting the frame when you would get hard on the car. So there you go, guys. There's what's going on. Oh, and we also have to take the Z-bar out for the clutch, because with you can't get everything out with the Z-bar in, because the Z-bar goes from here to there, and the headers have to come around that. So that all has to come out for the clutch. So there you go, guys. There's what's going on with the 72 Corvette. I will keep you up to date as we go. Have a good one. Okay, bye.